Hey girl, hey.
Hey girl, hey.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Oh, so good.
So good.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Nothing crazy. As you know, it's been a crazy week with Stardew. We had our 10th anniversary. I'm saying we as like I created it. I didn't create it. It was the 10th anniversary. We already knew 1.7 update was going to be coming, but he did a long video talking about some updates and I was at work, so my boyfriend watched it and just kind of let me know the details. We have two new marriage candidates, Sandy and Clint. And let me tell you, I didn't know Clint was so controversial.
Oh, I had no idea.
I like feel crazy even saying anything because we've already I made a joke TikTok and man, people in the comments are I don't know. But
Not
anyway,
happy.
not happy. But here's why I don't like Clint. But I think I'm okay for his redemption arc. He just watches Emily a lot, and he's just kind of a boring character. I'm not gonna lie. But he just like watches this girl Emily a lot. He's always at the saloon that she works at. He's like hiding in bushes and like watching her, scared to talk to her. That's weird. I know people are like, but he just loves Emily. He doesn't have intent of harming her.
Some
And
stalkers don't.
okay,
Stalkers
thank
don't
you.
think they're
Oh,
harming somebody, but surprised they actually are.
you're the kitty.
Little Ralph Belf,
Wuffy woof woof.
our little diabetic boy.
We just learned he had diabetes.
It's been super fun. Back to
Crazy.
Clint.
Oh, anyway, yeah. So I'm hoping his redemption arc is really good. Actually, maybe he has a whole turnaround. I don't really know. To be honest, I never really marry a guy in the show anyway. Honestly, I've never married anybody yet. Every single time I get close to marrying somebody, I chicken out and I go, "Is this who I really want to spend my time with?"
I
I broke.
can't you like it's just a video game.
Yeah, you can break up with them. I've dated people and then broken up with them in the show, or in the not the show, but in the video game. And I have a lot of people that I'm eight hearts with, which that's when you can marry them and date them. But I just get nervous of committing to anybody.
You've like eaten hearts with them?
Oh no, I have eight out of 10 hearts. That means you can start dating them. And then when you have
Oh,
10 out of 10 hearts, you can marry them. And I have a lot of people that I've already eight hearts with. So I think, man, I just like date around for a bit and like just keep like dumping people around the town. I just can't commit to marrying somebody because then they like move on to your farm and I have my whole routine. I can't just have somebody on my farm now.
yeah. Why would, yeah, don't put them on the same farm.
But then I also can't have kids. But also the kids don't really do anything in Stardew yet. But the creator did say that in the next update, he's thinking the kids will do something more. Like they won't just be there. They'll be more part of the story. So we'll see. And Sandy's a cool choice for the girl. The only thing that sucks about her is you can't start wooing her or like getting to know her until wooing is a weird
Wooey.
thing. I don't know,
Woo.
giving her gifts and talking to her until you fix the bus stop, and that's a little bit down the line. Maybe they'll have her come into town pre you fixing the bus stop. So I don't really know. She just will have to be later in the game of dating. So it'll be fun. We'll see. Anyway, I don't want to say too much because we got a lot of Clint fans that really come for me.
Dude, the TikTok is going crazy. First of all, it's our most seen TikTok as well. It's like we post a lot of TikToks. This is the one that decided to blow up and people are going nuts. I feel like I go into TikTok and every single time it's like six new comments and like however like a bunch of new likes. I'm like, what the heck? And then I go into it, people are fighting over Clint and I'm like, what is going on?
I know the person that was like, I feel like people don't like Clint because he's fat. I'm like, it's a video game. It's a pixelated video game.
What the heck? That's what I want to say to all these people. You
Dude,
guys, like,
I
it's
want to
a
say
video
that.
game.
I made a TikTok about not liking Clint, but like at the end of the day, it was a joke. And at
Yeah,
the end
it's
of the
like
day, I will maybe date Clint, but like I said, I don't really date anybody because I have a commitment issue in Stardew. My farm is my farm. I don't want anybody on my farm
but like
except more pets and cats. And I
there
have just
are
got a turtle.
oh, there are some comments that are like funny and joking and definitely understanding the joke. Then there's other ones where it's like if I didn't know any better, I would think this man is a real person that they all know personally.
I know.
Is crazy.
It's crazy. You want to hear a crazy thing with Stardew though this week? Oh my God. Okay, so there's this thing called the Skull Cavern. And as you know by me, I've told you before, I am so bad at combat. I'm a 10 out of 10 on every single skill except for combat. I cannot get 10 out of 10. I've tried. And so there are these things called the skull caverns. And basically, you have to get to the bottom of the, not bottom, you have to get to 100, level 100 of the skull caverns to get this quest, basically. I don't even know how to describe it. But the skull caverns are
What?
like a crazy caves with all of these crazy monsters coming at you. Like you come in and you have like all your food because like I know I'm gonna get my health bar is gonna go low, and I had to have crazy swords because it's so hard to do. Anyway, I did the cheaters route. I mined a shit ton of stone, and I put a lot of jade into my crystallariums so I could trade those jades for staircases, and I made 100 staircases. And I just kept putting staircases down all the way to the bottom. But still, they come at you. So I was freaking out the other day and I started going down to the bottom and I was like, shit, 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 shit. And then I died before I got to the bottom. And I'm not telling you, it took me months to collect all those staircases.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I cheated again. I'm going to say it. I cheated again. I just restarted the day over so I didn't lose my staircases. It didn't load, so I just restarted it. And I know that's bad. I think some Stardew players might not agree with that tactic, but I'm not kidding. I almost had an anxiety attack over the skull caverns.
Wow.
Well, that's my story talk of the
You
week.
guys, raise your hand if you think Lauren should start Twitch streaming Stardew because we talked about it and it would be hilarious. And she says, "Oh, I'll do it later." No, Lauren, do it now. This is so funny.
I don't even know how to Twitch. There was like somebody in the comments was talking about mods, and I get there's like Stardew mods that are different things, but to be honest, like I don't really understand what a mod is
I
or
never
how to
heard the
get to
word.
mods.
I don't even know what that means.
It's basically like people that know how to code or make I'm gonna sound so stupid here can make their own versions of Stardew. Like they could do I don't know some like crazy thing. Like I know there's mods where like the grandpa comes back to life and stuff. Like they're just they can make their own scenarios, but it's not a
Wow.
part of the game. It's like they have made more to it and like put it out there. So they were all talking about mods today. Like I was seeing something about mods, and I was like, again, I'm stupid. It's just like Twitch. I don't know how to Twitch. I don't know how to mod. I'm basic of the basics when it comes to video games. I really know how to turn it on and off. I just know how to Stardew. That's about it.
Well, you could probably Google it.
I think I could maybe Twitch it, but I'm not doing it yet.
Yet.
I'll do it when 1.7 update happens so I can start a whole new farm.
Okay. When is that?
It hasn't been announced.
Oh. Oh, so it could be like years from now.
We don't know. It could be tomorrow.
Oh.
It could be the next day. The
Tomorrow,
next day.
tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow.
That was almost a book name. Tomorrow, tomorrow, and tomorrow. Okay.
I'm not understanding this. I'm lost.
Anything else that you want to say?
No, my cat has diabetes. I've been giving him 2 shots a day. Yep, that's my life.
Well, isn't that what Lizzie McGuire says?
Well, that's my life. Yeah, what did she say something after that? What did she say? Well, oh yeah. Well, that's my life. I really hope you enjoyed spending the day with me. That's what it is, I think.
Yeah, sounds right. Should we dive right in?
Let's dive.
You know what? I feel like we should. I was trying to figure out which show to start out with, but
Your eyes were like
I'm going Summer House, Southern Charm, Traitors, Vanderpump. I feel
my
like we got to start
face
off
is
with the
red.
ones that we're gonna probably rant the most and have the most feelings towards. What we should
Oh,
all know is gonna be Traitors season finale and the reunion. I just watched it
dude.
today, and let me tell you, I was screaming at the TV,
Yeah. Dude, I have so many notes for a bunch of shows this week. So for some reason, the shows this week really were like,
lapping.
yeah, really good and making me really heated, but in
Yeah.
like a very fun way. Okay, Traitors.
You want me to get my things first?
We can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but you got it. You can start. You can roll the ball.
Okay, well, let's start with just the beginning of Traitors of season finale. They voted off, well, the Traitors, Eric and Rob, voted off Mark. No more Mark. So now we have Moira, Tara, Johnny, Eric, and Rob. And then they do this challenge, which I actually really like the challenge. And I was You know,
The helicopters?
yeah, it was a fun challenge
Oh
this
yeah.
time around. And
Very
I
fun.
love that Moira was just like, put me up in it.
I have that as my notes as well. I thought it said great challenge.
Mm-hmm. Loved
Mm-hmm.
it. Love that they did so well. They all worked together in this one, which I appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Which I wish more of them were like more work together in the past as well. Like,
Agreed.
yeah, I feel like these challenges were a lot of small teams against each other or everybody against each other. But I like the ones where they really have to work together.
I agree. And this one was fun because it was like finding out things. It would have been a fun one to do in the beginning as well. Because
Yes,
it would like a good icebreaker. Let's get the ball rolling of how to get to know each other,
for sure.
all of that. But
But I guess then they would know the answers
oh
of
yeah.
each other.
Okay, well I think they should have done trivia on like their past lives. Like not their past lives, but like their regular lives.
Yeah, but then they
You
couldn't
know what I'm
answer it
saying?
themselves.
You're right. You should start-
You know what? I don't think you should be a producer on Traitors.
Oh my God.
What?
Can you hear that?
No.
Okay. It's so awkward. We have to wait. My automatic feeder's going off and it's me calling Ralphie to come eat.
Well, your automatic feeder goes like, Ralph, Ralph.
Yeah. I put like
Uh,
a little message in it to try and get him to go over there.
did he do
He
it?
doesn't like it. He's crashed me up today because I was trying to get him to eat out of it. He doesn't like it.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. He's the most scaredy cat I've ever known.
He really is, which is crazy because he was just born in our closet. He didn't have a hard life.
Literally, it's just like his sisters, they're all vibing. And he like the minute there's a noise at all, he's like, what a man.
What a man.
Anyway, the challenge was great and I put in a little something extra in there in my mind that wasn't true. And I'm understanding what you're saying now. It was the perfect time for the challenge and the only one that would have made sense to do it as the last episode.
Yes.
Great job, producers.
So
Okay.
then we go to the round table. And I thought Moira was going to be with Johnny and Tara. She seemed real convincing.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel bad, as I was watching it, I was getting so pissed at Moira because she just kept going in the wrong direction. She was stigmatized. She was they said in the reunion they didn't have any other feelings, but like, come on, come
I
on.
have
They were
lots of notes about that. First of all, I actually have a couple of things about the helicopter
oh,
ride.
okay, yes.
Okay, one of my notes. Okay, first of all, I went into this episode already upset at Rob. I've been upset at Rob for quite some time now. He's a hard watch for me.
Yes, if you do watch episodes about 4 weeks ago, Kendra was drooling over Rob.
Yeah,
But now, no more.
yeah. Took a turn real fast, got the ick, and can't unsee it.
No.
Okay, so one thing I did notice was, well, Rob referred to Mora as his queen, but in a reference to how he's using her like a chess piece. Did not appreciate that.
Did not.
Then he literally has a quote saying, I've built this relationship the entire time. I needed to pay off now. Saying that once again about Mora.
Yeah, he's playing
Okay.
with her feelings. That's
Yes.
not part of the game.
No, exactly. Then for the helicopter ride, Mora obviously is like, immediately excited when she hears it's a helicopter. And then she's like, oh my gosh, I really want to go on that. And then asks, are okay if I go on the helicopter?
Hmm.
Asks for permission, asks everybody around. Rob just says, I'm going.
Yep, I saw that too, and I was like, he annoys me.
Disgusting. And then he had his arm around her on the helicopter, and they
Like it was a
definitely,
romantic date.
yes, yeah, they were like, "Oh my God, you guys need to go on that," as if there's been stuff happening. And I'm sorry, the way they like talk to each other and like smirk and flirt. First of all, them even being like, "We weren't even really flirting." I'm like, Do you guys know what flirting is?"
Yeah, also in the helicopter, he said a sexual joke to her. And he
Yes,
also said a sexual joke at the end of the finale,
yes,
which you wouldn't do if you were just like sort of flirting.
exactly. And then they were like holding hands and all that kind of stuff. Their eyes glisten when they look at each other. I'm sorry, your eyes don't glisten when you look at somebody unless you have actual feelings for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't believe them for a second when they said that.
Me either. Yeah,
Oh
and then
yeah,
we just
and
had
then I
a
did say I'm sorry. I said
no,
he's
you go.
dedicated, and I will give him that. Him jumping off the helicopter, was it to benefit himself for some fun? For sure, but was it a good move on his part and a cool thing to do? For sure.
No, for sure. Then we had a few different round tables, and yeah, Johnny was voted out, which I was so sad about because it really could have ended with Moira, Johnny, and Tara easily if Moira would have just said Eric.
I know.
Then we had another round table where Tara was voted out, and that one really surprised me. I mean, I knew she was gonna stay. I knew Moira was gonna stick with Rob, but like, if anybody was on Moira's side, it was Tara's.
Yeah, I did. I honestly thought she was gonna go for Rob
Mm-hmm.
with that one. I was like shocked.
And then we had the betrayal of all betrayals. Rob said, "Nah, we're getting Eric out of here too, so I can have the money all for myself."
Dude, I am so angry at him. First of all, I'm so sick of this man being called a great game player, one of the greatest traders of all time. Like his game playing is being seen as this amazing thing. No, he's that was so unnecessary.
It was.
And then him being like, "Well, come on, like, would you share $220,000 with the guy you just met 3 weeks ago?"
Yes.
Actually, yeah. If I was living in a castle with them 24/7 and I was the one that recruited them into the traders and I told them a billion times over, we're a team, we're in this together, we're gonna get through this, we're gonna make the money together. Yeah, I actually would, and I wouldn't even question it for a second. So
Not
I,
for a second.
God, that was actually horrible. I
Mm-hmm.
once again jaw on the floor.
Me too. I totally thought it was gonna be Eric and Rob.
I
And
don't know
then
how
Moira's
Eric could
face
ever. Oh my God, I know.
when Rob was saying that he's a traitor was so sad.
So sad.
And girl, a Birkin's not worth it.
No. That's what I said. I said he oh, I can't speak. I'm sorry. She needs like a whole trip.
No,
It's
absolutely.
disgusting.
Disgusting. And then we had the reunion with everybody back. Started off with just the traders, all the five traders on the couches. And I love Candace just ripping into Rob. Rob
Oh
being
my
like,
God.
"You guys are, whatever. I didn't think you guys trusted me." That's what he's saying to them. When they were a good team, all three of them. Yes, Lena. Yes, Lisa. Rena. Right? Why did that
Yeah.
sound so weird?
Lisa Rinna.
Rena. Yes, Lisa Rinna,
Lena.
who was probably about to leave, but
But
they were a
honestly,
good trio.
Rob was a huge reason why she left.
Yeah.
I think that they could have gotten her back into the background. First of all, like I said last week, he didn't even try with
Mm-hmm.
either of them. He
No,
tried
he
very
did.
hard with Eric to keep him in the game, only to then screw him over at the end,
Yep.
but didn't even try at all with Lisa or Candace. Was
He was
actually the
snaky
one,
snake.
yeah, was honestly partially leading the charge for both of them. Ugh, disgusting.
Another thing that pissed me off about the reunion was talking to Colton, and they kind of brought up his like hate on social media right now and just like everybody. That annoyed me because he was like, it was a dark time in my life. It was years ago that I had to work through. Okay, there can be simultaneously, you had a dark period in your life and you harassed a woman and stalked her and put
Yeah.
trackers in her car where she had to get a restraining order. Like those are two things that can happen at one time. And it annoyed me that he didn't even like apologize for what went on. It was just so victimy of just like, I was going through a hard time. So like, you guys can't get mad at me. And you could kind of see Candace and Lisa's faces were just like,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah, I feel like every time it's brought up, whenever I've seen him talk about it, he always just talks about himself in it, as
mm-hmm.
if he's the victim. I'm like, yeah, okay, you were getting crazy texts, my dude, but they were from you. She was getting crazy texts from you. Like this
Yes.
was all from you.
You did this. And
Yeah,
yes, you might
so
have been
I don't
having a
want to
bad
hear.
time, but that doesn't mean that you can harass a woman.
Exactly. Exactly. I will say as well, I cannot stand the way Rob talked to Candace. He is
Mm-mm.
such a condescending
He's so
person.
condescending. Yeah.
He called her like sweetheart multiple
Yes,
times.
that pissed me
Like
off.
you know what that is. You can tell when somebody's calling someone sweetheart genuinely. And then you can tell when someone's calling it condescendingly. He was nonstop just talking to her, just belittling her. Even always just being like, it's just a game. It's just a game. Like that's part of the game. Like no, what you did, man, is not part of the game. You
Mm-mm.
took it to a whole new level that did not need to happen and
No.
called it good game playing, but really it was just selfish, lying, asshole behavior, in my opinion.
Facts. He does treat women differently
Disgusting.
than men and it really grosses me out.
He does. I'm not a fan of it. Oh yeah, and then when Candace was like, "Well, I've kind of heard that you and Colton had an alliance." Rob never denied it. He
Yeah,
kind of talked around it.
he just said that he didn't outright tell Colton that Candace was a traitor.
Even
That
that,
doesn't mean
he
like,
never explicitly said that either. He also talked around that point too.
and we've
He
known he
never,
talks around things because that's what he pinky
yes,
promised Moira. He talked
exactly.
around.
He never denied either thing happening, that he had an alliance like the one that Colton tried to make with Lisa, or he never fully like actually denied that he didn't tell Candace. He was like, well, don't you know how the game works? First of all, condescending.
Hmm.
They've all been there. They all know how the game works. Funny enough. And then also being like, there's cameras everywhere. It's like, okay, but the cameras didn't show us a lot. The cameras did not catch a lot. Like, you could definitely get around things. And the way that Colton and him like just vibe together, it's like there definitely was talks that I don't think. Also, I'm gonna say I feel like the show is very favored for Rob
Oh yeah,
because
absolutely.
it seemed like that. So I'm like, I
I mean, all
mean,
the challenges were very favored towards Rob.
yeah. So I'm like, would the cameras have really aired that or
Hmm.
not?
Also, when Moira comes in and they were like talking about if they had, a little fling or whatever going on. And then he was like, well, she doesn't trust me now. And then he brings up that he's had a girlfriend for 2 months. I'm like, this is
Dude.
a whole weird thing. And I cannot
Yeah.
handle his whole narrative of, I just want a small life. I just want a wife and kids on a farm. I want to have a small life after this. When does anybody ever end traders and say what they want for their entire life?
Dude, literally. And then he says that I just want a quiet life. And then he's on GQ, like right now. I'm like, okay, really good job, Rob. Way to be quiet. And he's on a bunch of commercials. I see that man on many more shows. I feel like he's gonna be on, I have a prediction he's gonna be on House of Villains next year. I think that man is gonna be popping up in multiple places and then like disappear in 5 years and be like, well, I'm getting my quiet life. Okay, bye. Bye. You should have done it now.
You're still
Ugh,
here in your overalls,
literally.
said
I
by Leah.
cannot stand that man. I will say Mora looked so good
Yeah,
though.
she
Her
did.
dress, stunning, amazing. I just thought the whole reunion, everybody was so forgiving of Rob. Candace was the only person to call him out.
Hmm.
Nobody really seemed to have Candace's back.
No,
And then nobody else, even like Eric was like, hmm. Mora was like, hmm.
I
Like, you
know. They
guys,
were
he
mad.
screwed you over, lied right into your eyeballs.
Hmm.
And
And he
Eric,
didn't have to with those two.
no, Eric, he literally brought into the game. Had him go
Hmm.
all the way to the end with him, and then was like, "Joke's on you, sucker."
Yeah.
What?
And then
Ugh.
Michael speaking up. What a weird time of Michael speaking up.
I honestly was like, I forgot you were here.
Me
And then he started
too.
talking, and it was like so heated and so weird. And I was like, how do we even get this heated? I don't know where this is coming from at all.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, Michael, they're bored. I was like, I am
Yes.
bored.
One of my favorite moments of the reunion was when Monet was talking about seeing Lisa for the first time after Traitors, and he said that Lisa came up to him and was like, "You shouldn't open your mouth." And I just love how Lisa's like, I don't know, I like how she's like coming about it afterwards.
She was my favorite person at the reunion. I thought she was
Yeah,
so funny.
she was
She's
hilarious.
she is like I really have had a hard time trying to get into Housewives, but with her, I'm like I need to stick it out just to see her because she's so funny.
I agree. I'll do it with you.
Also, I think I'm
That'll
gonna
be our
start
next
watching.
one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start watching Melrose Place as well because it
Oh.
has her in it. I think she's like a smaller character in it, but she's acting in that. So I want to. Oh, one other note I had: Rob continuously being like, "It's a game. It's just a game." Like, okay, it's not really just a game though. I've already said this though, but it's not just Scrabble with your family. It's not
Mm-hmm.
Uno. Okay, you're playing for a lot of money on national television with people that you're living with 24/7 for weeks. This is like a
Yes.
bigger game. You cannot diminish people's feelings and invalidate them by just being like, "It's a game. It's a game." Sorry, I lied to your face and like
Yeah, and that's
screwed you
easy to
over
say when
completely.
you're the one with $220,000 at the end.
Exactly. I'm so freaking sick of that line, and it reminds me so much of when Jesse Solomon keeps
Mm-hmm.
being like, "It's just a joke. I'm just joking." Like, no, you guys, at a certain point, your actions actually do matter
They
and
do.
show something on your character. Your actions add up to be your character. And if you're continually doing bad actions and bad choices, and your character comes into question, and then you're like, "It's just a joke. It's just a game." But is it or is that just you?
True that. And now you send three home. That just when you notice how they
You love that quote.
I do. It's been in my head because he sent three home in the finale.
I know it's like all over TikTok is showing it.
I think it's so funny.
Oh, when I watched this GQ, well, I didn't watch this whole GQ interview, but I saw a snippet on TikTok. I was like, ugh,
Yuck.
this man, he's just getting away with too much. All the comments are like, oh my God, I would let him get away with anything. He's so
He's
hot.
not
Like,
that hot.
no, I guess he's super hot. I'll completely admit that.
He's not the
But
hottest man in reality TV.
I would
Andrea
disagree.
is way hotter.
Yeah, that's true. Andrea is way hotter. So
Yeah.
yeah. Actually,
And
Rob, do
Andrea
you
treats
even
people with
know?
respect.
Yeah, Rob, do you even know who Andrea is? Because if you
No.
don't, shut up.
Yeah. You're
Ugh.
not the hottest man on Peacock. Okay?
No, I'm so sick of it. And I'm also like, you guys, since when are we all okay excusing a man's behavior at all, and especially based off his looks? Can we stop that, please? But I will
Please.
say that's unfortunately the world, but can we reverse the pattern right now? Come on, guys, let's reverse that pattern.
Okay. That's all my thoughts for traders. You have any more?
Same. I'm just glad Mora won best dressed
Agree. Agree.
as
She
she
was
deserves.
all everybody at the end minus Rob because he's in his stupid fucking overalls. Everybody in the end table, like the finale, looked great. I thought Tara's silver dress was so beautiful too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Minus Rob.
I know. Like, give it up with the overalls already.
But I did love Andy in them.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was so
And he
cute.
claims that he didn't bring them. He says that the producers brought him overalls.
Hmm.
Which, like, maybe, but you also put them on like 4 times. So
True.
that's your choice.
Should we go to Summer House?
Let's.
No, the singles party was fun. I loved the banter between Ben and Lindsay, even though Lindsay
Hmm.
did not know what he was saying.
Hmm.
I
I
did
watched
see
their Watch
now
What
and
Happened.
oh
uh,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Watch What Happens
Yeah.
Live. He says that he has a girlfriend now. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched their Watch What Happens Live. They do just have really good banter, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he
Yeah,
was
I'm
like
excited.
cracking up at her jokes. It was kind of funny.
And I love Bailey being like, yeah, I wish I could flirt like Lindsay or one
Yeah.
day. And I was like,
Yeah.
to be honest, I love you, Bailey, but you do need to work on your flirting and you need to work on being a little bit
Chill.
coy, chill, mysterious, maybe. Not so
Yeah.
I like you and I would do stuff with you right now.
Yeah, let's not give the man all the power.
No,
Let's take
because a
some
man's
back.
never worth that.
No. No.
I love the idea of a Renaissance party. Very excited for this party coming up. They just seem like really short episodes this season. Maybe they're
I
not always.
agree. No, I agree. I feel like, and even compared to the other shows we're watching, I think every time, maybe it's because it's the better show out right now, but every time I finish watching, I'm like, whoa, what the heck? Also, I
Yeah.
think part of it's because we're still not even on weekend two.
I know. So
So,
it's just taking forever to keep going, which I like all the content they're giving us, but it's just
mhm.
like I also love KJ. I love when they were all like he had girls all over him and the next morning he was like, I don't know what my mom would think.
I know.
Just
It
he's so
worries me a
cute.
little bit because he's like always like, I'm a lover boy, I'm a lover boy. And I feel like that's usually like a okay, weird like buzzword to be using. But with him, I feel like he genuinely is. Like I
I
feel like
genuinely think
he's
he's a great guy.
yeah, he's like so far he's definitely well, I love all the new people.
Me
Like
too. I think it really shows Ben and KJ where their morals stand, especially
hmm.
when they were telling Wes to stand up to Jesse. Well, Jesse
Yes.
asking if he could make out with Sierra, and you could tell
Hmm.
Wes like kind of wanted to play it off as a joke, but then Ben and KJ were definitely like, "No, you
Yeah.
got to say something." So I really appreciate them. I think helping Wes because I think Wes and Jesse have such a funny relationship. Yes, they sometimes talk about hard things, but I don't think they have a relationship where they can tell each other when they're mad at each other.
Hmm.
And I'm glad that KJ and Ben were able to step
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
because Jesse's kind of making Wes look bad, not bad, but
But like kind of
I think
making
he's
it seem
trying
like
to.
it's like oh my God, why do you care so much? Or like things
Yeah.
like that. It's like even when they were on like that pool float and West was like any other guy would be calling you a dickhead right now, like whatever, and saying that KJ and Ben noticed it and thought it was weird. He still is kind of like Jesse just obviously we've known this like does not know how to take accountability for his
No.
actions. And even now still I feel like is like unsure of what he genuinely is always unsure of what he did wrong. Even in his fight last summer with Sierra, he was, and like even with the Lexi stuff too, he still left that being like, yeah, I guess I'll say sorry. Like I don't really know what I did wrong.
Yeah,
It's
he does
like,
not know how to take accountability, and it really pisses me off. And it's like, it's one thing to do that to a girl that you're dating, because I just think genuinely some guys just like don't know how to do that. But then to like be a dick to your best friend and
mm-hmm,
still not know what you did wrong, he like truly just doesn't know how to have deep conversations.
no. And like it was true when Lindsay said, oh, it was kind of his way of calling dibs on Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it until Lindsay said it, but it's true. It's like that is such a personal conversation for him to have with Wes. And then opening the conversation in front of KJ and Ben was such a weird and also disrespectful thing to Wes because I think it also I'm glad they were there because they stuck up for Wes and like told him like he's valid in his feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it probably should have been a conversation for just Wes and Jesse to have one on one for Wes to actually be able to like say how he feels if
For sure.
he would have felt okay to do so.
Yeah.
Like in hindsight, I think it was good the other two guys were there, but I definitely think it was a power move on
Oh, it
Jesse's
definitely
part.
was. Yeah. No, absolutely. My like one note of this episode was Jesse is so cringy.
Dude, when he
Like
was
with
singing,
that, when he was singing in his confessional of the song that he wrote for saying he's in love with his best friend, it was so bad. And then
dude,
like even just on the little piano, and then now he's saying that he sends girls his demos.
dude, he's a
So
walking red flag.
walking red flag. And then saying that he just wants to make out Sierra for a joke. But then in a confessional, he was like, yeah, but I want to settle down now. And Sierra does too. So I'm like, okay, make it
Dude,
make sense, Jesse.
that's what I'm confused about. It's like, and also if he has genuine feelings for Sierra, I think that could switch up the whole thing. If he wanted to admit that he has genuine feelings for Sierra, truly wants to see where it could go, feels like they have a good connection. I mean, there is a connection between them. You can like see it.
Hmm.
But yeah, he's not making any sense. And if he would have gone to West saying, like, I have a genuine connection, this is that, blah, 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 I would have understood more and like taken it
Yes.
differently. But then just being like, yeah, we're just gonna make out as a joke, like the girl that you were in love with and then spent last summer kind of like having to tiptoe around because there were still like, feelings involved.
I know it wasn't like a summer fling. It wasn't even like Lexi or
Yes.
something. Also, how would have Jesse felt if Wes wanted to make out with Lexi? But
Yeah.
Sierra's is way different because they dated for like at least 8 months, almost a year.
And they had like a really deep emotional connection.
Hmm.
He's so dumb. It's like disgusting, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I like kind of have a soft spot for him, but after this episode, I'm like
Oh
completely
no,
lost it.
last episode you had a soft spot for him. You were like, maybe
Yeah,
Sierra and Jesse.
I did. I kind of like him, but then he does this stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'm reminded exactly. Well, I just kept thinking like, okay, he's probably grown. No,
Hmm.
he hasn't. I just don't like a man who can't take accountability, and it's just like to do that again. Yeah, like against West is
Hmm.
annoying, and like it is odd that him and Sierra have never really discussed where they are or like any thoughts about that as what we've seen and then to bring it to West. Like I get bringing it to West beforehand, but at the same time like I don't know, from what we see it doesn't seem like Sierra was on the same page with
Hmm.
that in the preview is what it's seeming like. So it's like, well then you're just assuming that like oh if you went for it she would just be like down for it.
What happens when you assume, Jesse?
Ass out of you and me.
Yeah, yeah.
What a man.
What a man. My only other thought for this episode is that casserole, breakfast casserole, looked banging that
I
Wes
guess
made.
I didn't look too hard at it.
Oh my gosh. And then he made a TikTok about it.
I did see that.
It looked good.
I definitely had more to say. For some reason, I
I
don't have
did
any
too.
notes on this episode. I only have notes on other
Like,
shows.
weirdly, there was not a lot that happened. I feel
Yeah.
like,
I'm
I feel
trying
like
to
more is
think
gonna
what
happen
happened.
next.
Did anything happen with Kyle and Amanda, or is it just kind of the same?
Barely. He had a show, but she was sick. So I feel like they
Oh,
couldn't because she
yeah.
got sick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, and then they're setting up for this party. So I think it'll be more aftermath next time.
Yeah. Okay, I probably don't have any more.
Let's go to Southern Charm. They're in Mexico, baby.
This one's
One, I
gonna
was
get me
thinking,
heated.
yeah, I was in Puerto Vallarta in June. I want to go on the excursion where you were ATVing and then had a tequila tasting.
I
I was like,
know.
I didn't even know that. I mean, I was at a wedding, but I should have taken a day and done that because that looked fun.
Yeah, it did look fun.
And then I like Craig scaring Sally about bobcats. When he was like, "Do you see a bobcat?" Or when they're like, "You might see a bobcat." And she's like, "What do I do if I see a bobcat?" And he's like, "Floor it," or whatever.
I don't remember that
Oh,
part.
really? I thought that was so funny when she's like, "What do I do if I see a bobcat?" Like, go pet it, Sally.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, so I guess did it start off at the table? Yeah, it started off at the table after they had Vanita and Craig had their little tiff. Not little, it was a
Yeah,
big tiff.
big tiff.
Big tiff. And then some people went surfing and some people went ATVing. I will say my only thing, like I totally understand Vanita being mad at Craig. What I think it gets a little annoying with this group is she dictates what she's going to do during the day based on who she's with. And I'm like, girl, if you want to go ATVing and like don't give a shit about Craig. It kind of
Well,
annoys me when it's just like, well, I'll do whatever Craig's not doing. Well, that's still giving him the power. And that
yeah,
annoys me.
100%. I will say I got awfully annoyed of how Vanita handled the situation. Just because she then was like, when Molly tried to comfort her at the table, right after Craig was
Oh,
like
yeah.
yelling at her, Molly tried to comfort her and she's like, "Ugh, don't touch me right now or I'm gonna cry." It's like, okay, then remove yourself from the table. I don't know. I just feel like,
Yeah. She
and I
kind of
get
got
that's,
mad at everybody's reaction.
she
Got
got
mad at
mad at
Rodrigo. She got
everybody.
mad at Austin. She got mad at Molly. And it's like they all had
Yes.
different approaches and she got mad at every single one of them. It's like nobody could do something that made her like okay with the
No.
situation.
And then her being like, I'm not eating. I lost my appetite. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm sorry. That just gets a little bit annoying. And then yeah, she was literally mad at everybody, which I get her being mad at Austin. I agree. Austin should have stood up for her. But
Hmm.
at the same time, she shouldn't have really inserted herself.
Yeah.
But when she was mad at Rodrigo, I was like, for what?
I
Because he didn't
know.
come check on you because he wanted to give you your space?
Because you
Like,
just got mad at Molly for touching you. So it's like, what
yes.
do you want?
Yeah.
And then Molly still checked on her in the morning.
hmm
So yeah,
And she
that
seemed
just
kind of
annoyed
annoyed
me.
that Molly was there in the beginning and then
Yeah.
kind of I'm like, I don't know. That stuff kind of annoys me.
Hmm. I did love Anita when she was bringing it back to how she couldn't be in the water. And I was like, I honestly
Yeah,
forgot about her falling
that was
into the
funny.
water, but that was hilarious.
That was very
The
funny.
surfing trip seemed like so much fun. Shep is in his element when he's on that surfboard.
Yeah, he is. That's the only
And
time I think Shep's hot is when he's surfing.
I know when he's just so carefree.
Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
this is what you're meant to be doing.
I know,
Don't
like,
even think about girls. Don't go back to
don't go to
Charleston.
Charleston. Honestly, he needs to just like live on the beach, surf every
Yes.
day. He has the money for it. Why doesn't he do it?
I don't know. He just needs a cute little beach house, removed from all these people. Also, I'm not gonna lie. They're first of all not a Craig fan. Okay, understood. There was a point though before they went to their ATVing or whatever that he just got back from the gym. He was talking to Austin and he looked really good. But
Oh
then
no. Oh.
I then he slapped his towel onto his shoulder like a jock in like a high school movie. And immediately I was like, ugh, disgusting.
Every time you're like, maybe. Nope.
I
Never
was like
mind.
sucked back to reality instantly when he did that. It was gross.
Yeah, Craig, this episode. I want to talk about some good stuff before we start talking, going right into Craig, because
I was just talking about how I thought he was hot for a second.
no, I know. I was about to get into the whole thing with Craig. But first, I'll talk about I loved Charlie and Molly surfing. That was so cute. The ATVing was so cute. And then they all went for some tequila tastings. And honestly, I mean, Craig was drunk. Everybody was drunk, but I would be drunk if we were having that much tequila. I
Oh
actually can't
yeah.
even eat that much or drink that much tequila. I had a
So
bad night in
yeah.
college and can't do it no more.
And, yeah, tequila is not for these girls. Not for the two dipshits.
The two dipshits can't drink tequila.
Mm-mm.
Also can't drink gin either.
I
So
don't want to drink gin
I'm
or
drinking some
tequila.
whiskey tonight.
Ooh,
Yeah, I have an old fashioned right here.
damn, you're fancy, girl.
Yeah, no cherries or anything in it. I think I gotta get
Mm,
those blueberries. Like we go to this bar in
blueberries.
Blueberries. Ken and I go to this bar in Deadwood every September on this annual family trip, and they have the best old fashioned. But the last time we were there, the guy was like, "I can't make you an old fashioned. It's too busy in here," which really pissed me off because it like was busy, but not that busy. And also, like, would he have said that to a 50-year-old man? No, I don't think so. It's because a young girl wanting an old fashioned. And then today I learned how to make an old fashioned. It's so easy.
Yeah.
Where I was just like, this bitch told me he couldn't make it.
Yeah, that man had some attitude, right? Even before we started talking, that man had attitude, so
Pissed me off. And I was
yeah.
like, I'm sorry, you don't understand. I look forward to this old fashioned all year.
Yeah. Other than that, amazing bar. Other
Yeah.
than that man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did love Molly's response. I don't know who said don't be a pussy, but then
Oh,
Molly was like, why is that the saying? Like, what nuts are sensitive or whatever,
yes.
and pussies take a pounding.
I think I'm
I
gonna start
like that
saying stop
response.
being a nutsack because
Literally.
honestly, that is so true.
Yeah. Like, sorry, if we get kicked, we're good. You get kicked,
Yeah.
you're down for the count.
Yeah. Have you watched She's the Man?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna start saying don't be a nutsack. I'm gonna see what people say when I start saying it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I
Craig?
guess yeah. Well, it's up to you, whatever we
No,
start.
let's first start when they had been at the bar. One, Craig was just buying bottles left and right. I also hate the way he talks to bartenders and like service
Dude,
workers.
him even saying, "Can I get behind the bar?" I
Yes.
was like, "You're
And he goes
gross."
like, bartender. I
Yeah.
hate that.
Yeah. I'd stop
It's
serving him.
Yeah, he thinks he's entitled to this shit, and it really annoys me. I mean, we
Hmm.
always knew that on Winter House, that time when the house was messy, and he's like, "We'll just pay somebody to clean it." After
Yeah.
he broke all those glasses, ugh,
And he refused to clean. Like,
God, he's such a
okay,
baby.
he is.
But yeah, him buying bottles was crazy. I can see even before this, Charlie's probably getting the ick. So I feel like people are being like, "Stop talking to me about Craig," because I'm also just trying to figure out my feelings of Craig. Because right
Hmm.
now, I could feel like she's like,
It's sad because I do feel like they actually really had a good connection and were good
mm-hmm,
together if he wouldn't be so stupid.
yes.
Like he's the one completely messing it up. I feel like, but they honestly, I think they would have been a really good couple.
The Sally and Charlie fight was sad, I thought. It was again just Sally attacking Charlie.
Dude, I'm so sick of it. I'm like, at what point is Sally gonna look into herself and think, why does my friend not feel comfortable coming to me with
Yes.
things?
It's
That's what I
never
can't
inward.
stand.
It's
No,
always you're not telling me things. And it's like, okay, yeah.
but
Why
why?
is Sally not thinking, "Hey, why am I not a safe space to come to?"
Exactly. I'm so sick of this, like, just constant blame on Charlie and constant saying that she's the reason the friendship has changed. Like, no. Also, even when Sally was into Craig and Charlie and Craig hadn't really started anything yet, I think the friendship changed there because Sally put dibs on Craig and basically already got mad at Charlie for even talking to Craig.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she already was like,
Yeah, and now she's kind of blaming it on Charlie being like she's changing for a man. That's not it
no,
whatsoever.
she just
It's
doesn't feel comfortable talking to you as a friend. Which why would
yes.
she? Because every time she brings something up to you, you then immediately start trash talking Craig and telling her why she shouldn't be with Craig and all this stuff. And even when you guys aren't even talking about Craig, you're still telling her there's something wrong with her. Like constantly,
Exactly.
she's telling Charlie that she has stuff wrong with her.
Sometimes when you're dating somebody, you need to figure out your feelings as you're figuring them out without getting other people's opinions because then those get into your
100%.
opinions when you go on dates. Like I see in early dating, yes, I love telling my friends everything, but sometimes when there's things that are like sometimes in early dating, you're just like, I kind of need to keep some things where I got to figure out, is this for me?
Hmm.
Instead of getting, yeah, all my friends' opinions.
Yeah.
Then on my next date, yeah, all my friends' opinions are going to be like in my head. So I can
Yeah.
see how Charlie's like trying to figure out for herself while not being involved with a girl that was just into Craig and Vanita who hates Craig and Molly who kind of hates Craig. It's like, yeah, if you talk to all those girls, it's going to be hard. Even though I don't think she should be with him now because I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how Charlie could be with him after the way he yelled at
Yeah.
Sally in the car. That was crazy.
That was crazy. And I like we can talk about how horrible that was. I will say one thing I'm a little bit annoyed about is the fact that Sally's like, it's coming out of left field. Like, I don't know why he's yelling at me. And I feel like Charlie needs to own up and be like, because I told him that you were like, that's kind of what their fight was based off of. Like, Charlie did confide in Craig that Sally was hurting her feelings and
Mhm.
going at her and all this kind of stuff, like in their
Yeah.
fight. So like, yes, Craig, there's nothing that excuses his actions at all. But I like he was coming off of that
What
discussion
Charlie
with
had said.
Charlie right into the bus.
Yeah.
And then Sally made fun of him. And he was just, I mean, he's too quick on it. Like that's his problem, really. Obviously, he's so hot-headed. We know that.
Yeah.
But I do, and I get, obviously, it might happen later. Like it was all still that night, so we might have not seen it yet. But I do hope that Charlie tells Sally, like, I mean, there's a reason that he came in so heated. It wasn't just like a random
Absolutely.
thing.
No,
But
absolutely.
the way that man talks to people is disgusting.
Disgusting.
And I'm not
And
gonna
him
lie, it
standing up
always,
and yelling at her, it's just like, dude.
I know.
And it's
Like
like, do you
he
really think Charlie's gonna be able to see this and want to date you after this?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, how can you guys go from such a romantic moment at the bar? And they were really, like looking at each other like they really like each other.
Yeah.
I thought he was like super into her. And then immediately it's out the window. He does not seem like he cares what she's thinking. Like she sat in the backseat like gasping the whole time, like
Yeah, as you
shocked.
would.
And you
I
would
mean,
think
to
he
be
would
honest,
look back and see
she should have
that.
spoke up to him,
Oh yeah.
especially with
Oh,
them being like,
100%.
you can't be yelling at her this way. So it did piss me off with Charlie that she's like okay with him yelling at women.
Yeah, like she definitely seems like disgusted by it, but I do wish
Yeah.
she would have spoken up as well.
My only other beef of this episode, Craig confiding in Austin about him and Charlie kissing. And what does Austin do? Tells
Dude.
Sally right away.
Also, I was like, Craig, I'm sorry, that has to be calculated. You know Austin's gonna go tell Sally right away
True.
because you know they just kissed the day before or whatever. So then I'm like, in my head, Craig was going around what Charlie's wishes were,
I could see it
which
being a Craig thing. I
is
think
just
I took it more
gross.
as an Austin thing because I thought maybe they were
But
kind of getting their friendship back.
I think it's
But
always an Austin thing, but Austin's the most predictable man in the world. So
it
Craig
really
knew
is.
exactly what he was gonna do with the information and went against Charlie to say it, which at that point, that's when I was kind of like, okay, Charlie, you can do better because this man's not even gonna respect your wishes
Yeah, no,
to
100%.
like keep things between you guys. Remember that one time we were on Broadway and we were at the bar, we looked behind us and there was that table of like older parents all grinding on each other.
No, I don't remember this at all.
Okay, well, unfortunately I do. The Southern Charm cast is those people. They are the weird adults on vacation.
Dude, they really are. Even at
They're
the bar,
so
I was like,
weird.
guys, this is like,
Like if they came to a bar, I'd have to leave because I'd be like so secondhand embarrassed for them.
yeah.
Just the way they
I love how
act
you're
and
calling them
stuff.
parents and Sally is like 30 and I'm 30.
But they act
Yeah, but I guess a lot
like,
of them are like in their 40s. Well, especially Whitney. Okay, also, Whitney's such a buzzkill to be
dude,
like, I can't be on the sand. I can't be in the sun. Oh, how long are we hiking to these ATVs? It's like, okay,
like
shut up. Stop complaining, Whitney. Just go back home.
literally, I'm like, why are you here?
You,
Like,
why?
you're
Why is
never
he on?
anywhere, and
I
then
know
now
he's an
he's
executive
here.
producer, but I'm like, kick Whitney off. Nobody
Yeah, but
wants him
also
here.
like you can be an executive. Well, I don't even want him as executive producer, but you can be executive producer and still like a little part of the show and not had to come on this trip. This
I
trip is
agree.
clearly not up your alley. Just
Just
stay
leave.
back.
I hope because he was in the Epstein files that he's completely off of everything
A
next
hundred
season.
percent. Also, I thought it was so disgusting when he said, I have his quote written down.
Everything he says. There's not one quote from Whitney that
Well,
isn't disgusting.
no, for sure. But he said about Craig.
You got a lot of notes there.
Hey, dude, I showed mom my notes list yesterday, and she was like, "Whoa."
I was on the phone with mom today and she was like, Kendra was ranting about traitors to me.
I was. Well, we were like, we had to sit at the doctor's office for like an hour. I was like, what else are we gonna do? It's the best time ever. But Whitney said, Craig, after a few drinks, becomes more interesting.
Oh yeah, he did. But then he said something after that was like, but when
Well,
there's
yeah,
too many in, but I know,
then he
but that's
becomes
such a
that.
weird thing to
And he
say.
said it so smugly. He said, like, yeah, Craig, after a few drinks, becomes more interesting. Like, that's disgusting to say about
Yeah.
your friend. That's weird and gross. Yeah, that man is a horrible person. He's
A
just
horrible
slimy.
person. He's
You can
so
just tell
slimy.
he's freaking slimy.
Yeah.
Ugh,
He's disgusting. My
disgusting.
least favorite cast member, minus Thomas Ravendal. How do we say his last name?
Revenue?
I don't know. A
He's not fun
Ravendick.
either.
Yeah. That's all my thoughts for Southern Charm. This episode was juicy,
It was.
and I'm
I'm over
excited.
everybody. Besides Molly, I'm like, can you get everybody else? Even Shep, I'm okay with.
Yes,
Everybody else, I'm like, I don't care what's going on with you, actually, at all.
no.
You can
I
get off my
love
screen.
Molly and I love Shep and I love Vanita, but Vanita is just messy, messy, messy this season.
Yeah, I
You
can't
can just
say I
tell
love
she's not friends with
Vanita.
anybody here. So I'm just like, again,
No.
like I say every week, her and Sierra are BFFs. Just Vanita move to New York and be in the city. where you actually have people that want to be with you. Because again, Benita was at an event this weekend with Amanda, Lindsay, and Sierra. So I'm like,
Mhm.
just be in the city at the next time, you know?
Maybe if her and Carlos start dating.
Let's hope so.
I do think Craig needs to get off the show. I think he's like so mentally removed from the show and everybody in
Hmm.
it. And it's like obviously showing through his actions. I mean, he's always been like this, but like this is to a new level, I think, because he like doesn't actually care about anybody there.
Yeah.
But I think he needs, it's his time. I
I
think
think he's kind of getting to the point with Jax and Vanderpump where he thinks it's his show.
100%. I do think
Gross.
so too. He's definitely thinking he's like the most famous one on there and blah blah blah. The only reason you're the most famous one on there is because you dated Paige. That's
No,
it.
literally.
It's nothing to do
Paige
with you.
made Southern Charm more popular.
It's gross. I'm rewatching right now and I got to the episode where it's Craig's first weekend out to the house and like Paige is still talking to Andrea and Craig and Lindsay pulls Paige aside and is like, "Hey, like is he also sleeping with Kristen? Whatever." And he literally goes to Paige and is like, "If you let Lindsay get in your ear, you're weaker than I thought."
Yes.
Oh
And that's
my
horrible.
gosh. And they weren't even dating yet. Like,
Hmm.
not that
And I
that's okay.
love
I'm
that
just saying,
Maya
like,
was, she's hated Craig since that day.
yes. Yeah, and she literally told him, "Don't talk to her like that," and was telling Paige
Hmm.
like he's gaslighting the shit out of you. And he
Hmm.
was, and he continues to do so. And that's what I always think about whenever he yells on Southern Charm too. I'm always just like, "Oh, that man behind cameras must be 10 times
Horrible.
worse,"
Well,
which
yeah,
I can't even
remember, was
imagine.
it last season when, it's Paige was at his house and it was about his drinking problems and she was like, just don't forget that I might have to leave in the middle of the night with the kids.
Yeah, which like
And
you're not
like,
even married yet. You aren't even
hmm
having kids and you're having to have that discussion with somebody. And as Craig, you think that'd be like a huge wake-up call hearing your supposed love of your life tell
hmm
you that. He just kind of like shrugs it off like, "Yeah, I know."
He's like, well, now
Oh,
I won't drink hard liquor.
yeah, like okay, don't think that's how that works, but
Yeah. I think we
that
kind of
man.
gave him a pass for a few years because of Paige.
Mm-hmm.
And because he did genuinely, I think, don't think he was a better person, but I think he masked himself a lot more with Paige.
For
I think we
sure.
kind of let it slide a little bit more just because we love Paige. And then now him again single, it's like, oh my God, I forgot how bad he was. I mean, he
Yeah.
was bad. You see these little snippets, but like he's bad this season.
Yeah, with Paige, he kind of reinvented himself as like a Southern gentleman, husband, guy that wanted
Business
kids and
guy. Yeah.
settled down. Like he really did rebrand who he was, and now that Paige is not around, the rebrand is wearing off.
Not a good rebrand. Or not a
No,
good, I don't know what reverse
not
of
a good,
rebrand is.
not a good guy.
Not a good guy. Should we go to the season finale of Vanderpump?
Yeah.
Next week we have the reunion. I'm so glad they're doing a reunion. Like I didn't, sometimes with first seasons, I know it's not a first season, but sometimes with first seasons of whatever, they don't do a reunion. So I'm very excited they're gonna have a reunion for
Same.
this
Two-parter.
two-parter. Um, so it was Pride, which, as we said last week, all the bathing suits were so small. I love that they all had shorts. So I was like, okay, it's not as
Yeah.
bad because when they were was like up their butts, I was like, how are they going to bend over? People are not going to see up their buttholes. But no, it wasn't as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be the straight up like thong
Yeah.
while they were serving. It seemed like a great Pride. So proud of Venus for everything. Venus and Natalie, again, my favorite people at Sir.
Same.
Natalie did a great job. I love Lisa saying like Natalie could do anything. She
I
really does feel like the
know.
new Stassi, the one
Yes.
that,
But like who's not even having to go through, crazy Stassi time. I love Stassi so
yeah,
much. And I feel like it already shows how much Natalie was like, "Oh, this means so much to me that Lisa
yeah, she knows.
get that I'm on her right side," because like a couple months ago I was not. I thought that
Hmm.
was she's just on top of it. I love her so much.
Me too. Her and Venus, my top two favorites.
Same.
Chris and Audrey broke up again, but Chris is so dumb. He's like, I'm not giving you mixed signals.
Literally, I have a note in here that says, "Does Chris even have one brain cell?" I don't think
No.
so. Dude, that man makes literally no sense. And then he admits to Jason that part of the reason he wants to be single is because he's going to Bali, which was what the
Yes.
whole phone call was about that Audrey got upset about. Make this make sense, man. And
He's
then
so
gives her
dumb.
flowers and be like, "Well, I still want to see you, but I want to keep the door open, but I'm not trying to sleep with other people, but secretly I am trying to sleep with other people. Like, what? He's such a
Yeah,
man.
he's so weird. It's just like let her be. Stop manipulating her. That was weird. But then, yes, okay, I think it was hard for Audrey to go right into another emotional situation. I mean, that'd be a lot, but also did not like the way she talked to Angelica
Dude,
at
I'm over
all.
her.
Her being like, hun, hun. I
Yeah.
cannot stand when people call you honey or hun or sweetheart to make you feel less than. The whole thing was crazy. And her to be like, it was a joke. Okay, like we said last week, it was not that funny. I know other people were
No.
saying it was funny. It wasn't that funny. And I'm 100% on Angelica's side of this one, except she did get a little heated. But I mean, who wouldn't get heated when somebody was literally talking down to you the whole time during a argument?
Dude, the way Audrey's whole tone of voice shifted and the way she was just so smug and like condescending towards Angelica, I immediately, if I was Angelica, I would have left and be like,
Hmm.
clearly you're not even gonna be able to hear me out here because you're in a state of mind that's like annoying. And she definitely hates Angelica to the point where it's like, I don't, she kept blaming it on me like, can't she tell that like I'm in a dark place right now and I'm not in the
Hmm.
position to be having this conversation? First of all, no, she can't tell
And also
because
tell her to say, hi, I
yes.
had an emotional conversation with Chris. I need like an hour, and
That's
then
what
I'm
I'm gonna
totally
say.
down to talk to you afterward.
Yeah, she can't just tell by your face.
No. And I
And
actually feel like that would have been more of a mending situation with her and
then,
Angelica if she would have opened up about Chris a little bit.
yeah, I don't. I
And,
think she genuinely hates Angelica.
oh,
I
yeah.
don't think she'll ever want to be friends with her.
No, I
But it's
can
like
see that.
that's on you, girl. At the end of the day, Audrey was the one who outed the penis pump to all of national television.
Yes.
So yes, did Angelica make fun of it and like bring up jokes? Yeah, but the one that brought it to the TV
Agree.
and was going to tell everybody in the world about it. So what is really worse? And Jason did kind of screw Angelica over. So it's like,
Hmm.
I don't know. I personally have no problem with Angelica. I did not like how she got rude at the end, but also like you said, like how do you
Yeah.
not if somebody's treating you like you're
And
nothing?
she's starting to get ganged up on by like
Yeah.
everybody except for Kim was the only one sticking up for her.
Yeah.
So I can see. And then Jason coming in. It's like, Jason, get out of here. You're
I
not part of
know.
the fight
It's like,
anymore. It's like,
well, why is it okay when you say it, Angelica? I like she said, because you're not friends.
yes, I
It's a lot
cannot handle
different.
Jason. Ugh.
Also,
Like
either
we said
way,
last week, get Jason and Chris off the next season.
literally. And either way, it's girls supporting girls. That's the baseline of it all. And
Hmm.
once again, just like freaking Rob Roush and Jesse Solomon and a lot of other people on Bravo, it's not just a joke if you're hurting somebody's feelings. There's more to it. You can't just blow everything you do off by saying it's a joke, it's a joke. Like Audrey was being genuinely mean. And
Yeah.
then I was like, it's a joke, it's stand-up comedy. Like, don't you know? No, you can't just get up on that stage and say the most horrible things and then just say whatever you want and then not have any
No.
consequences for
Also,
it.
it's just weird to have stand-up comedy be about a current situation of a friend. You know, it's like usually like if it's a story, it's always like one time my friend did this. It's not like currently shit talking on somebody as they're going through all this stuff.
Literally. And I was like, where was the punchline? Because all I heard was shit talking
Yeah.
and no actual joke within it.
No. Give us the whole stand-up. We'll give you our critiques afterward.
Yeah.
What do you feel about Shane and Angelica now?
Dude, I'm personally excited. Okay.
Okay. I am
All
too.
season, I've been secretly hoping for this because I think they have a true connection.
I do too. I'm just hoping that he doesn't just sleep with her and then doesn't
No, I
talk to her
literally
after
have a
that.
note at the end that says, why am I a big fan of Shane? I'm not gonna lie, Shane is my number three favorite person on the show.
Wow, it goes Venus, Natalie, Shane.
Yeah, which is crazy, but
Wow.
I feel like well, maybe he's playing me, I'm not sure, but I feel like
He's like, you're like, am I one of the girls that he brings to the bar?
I know. It's crazy because the first episode I could not stand him and I was like, he's gonna get on my nerves nonstop. But I do feel like he's so far like kind of self-reflective and it feels like he wants to work on himself and has the goal for it and I think just missteps sometime, but we'll see. Obviously. Also Marcus and Shane. Well, no, Marcus is four. Well, no. Marcus, we'll see. I did think Marcus was hilarious when he was like, and that's the easiest part.
Yeah. No,
When he,
Marcus and Kim are, I'm trying to like them more too. When they're not broken up or like
Mhm.
fighting with each other, Marcus and Kim are hilarious.
They're so funny. He
Yeah.
makes me laugh nonstop. So I probably would say, Yeah, Marcus and Kim are like tied for number four.
Yeah, I would like to apologize to Shane, Marcus, Kim, and Angelica. I know a few episodes in, I was just trash talking you guys, saying they're my least favorites. No, 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 no. You guys went up, way up.
Yeah,
And
now it's
honestly, I'm excited for all of you guys in the next season.
same.
Maybe there might be a baby Kim and Marcus in the next season. We don't know. I just hope that Chris and Jason are gone. Other than
Dude,
that, if Chris and Jason are gone, I think it'll be an amazing next season.
I'm not gonna lie. I want Audrey off my screen as well. I didn't really see her coming back in my mind after the way she
Yeah,
talked to
Audrey's pretty
Angelica.
much at the bottom of my list too of
Yeah,
everybody.
because it was just like no respect at all.
Hmm.
And I do feel like in past Vanderpump that the girls have all had fights and like big fights, and Sheena and Stassi like didn't talk and like hated each other for a while. But it wasn't like I don't know. I guess maybe I'm watching it through a different lens, but I never saw Sheena or Stassi talk to each other in such a dismissive like they like
Yeah,
would
well, I think with Sheena and Stassi, you could see different vulnerabilities and aspects of them. Like
yes.
Stassi was definitely really mean to Sheena, but you could see the good sides of Stassi
Yeah.
and Sheena too. You could see like Sheena just wants to be Sheena has like a debilitating anxiety of being liked, I think, by people and
Yes, a
everything.
hundred
Like you can
percent.
see certain things. Audrey, to me, it also feels like she's just kind of clout chasing and she just wants to be the next big thing and doesn't care who's in her way.
I agree. I think that she thinks she's better than everybody.
Yeah.
I just got fed up. And also, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if they are both on the next season. But at the end of the day, all the girls on original Vanderpump, even if they were in their biggest fight of all time and they all had to come together for some reason, they could. Like
Hmm.
when Jax cheated on Brittany and they all got together, but like Ariana and Stassi were like heavily fighting at that time, and like Sheena was kind of like in and out of the group a little bit. They all came together and were 100% there for Brittany and didn't let
Yes.
their dislike of each other like cloud what the actual core group is.
Hmm.
And I know there's not really a core group with this new cast is maybe the only the main difference, but the way she talked to her, I just don't even know if
No,
that's
I agree.
a
The
thing
way
she's
she
capable of.
immediately flipped, yeah, her voice was just weird.
Yeah.
So I totally agree. Anyway, I'm excited for the finale or the reunion. And yeah, I'm excited for it next season. Like we said, I just love the top people. And I don't know. I thought it was a decent season.
I thought it wrapped up really well.
It made me excited for the next season. The middle
Same.
became a little live, but
Yeah.
it ended to where I'm excited to see where it goes. And I'm excited for the reunion. Not that I think we'll have like a ton of drama because I don't feel like a ton went down unless some
Oh
stuff
yeah.
went down afterwards.
Well, like I guess they showed that supposedly Chris was sleeping with somebody the whole time he was talking to Audrey. So he gets questioned about that, which like would
Which
not
totally makes
surprise me.
sense. No.
And he's gonna play off the thing of being like, well, we weren't even exclusive anyway. We hadn't had the
Yeah.
talk, but it's also like, I don't know, to put it on that thick with somebody for 2 months.
Yeah.
And
Also, he was saying it's only been 2 months. It had like if it was 6 months, that'd be different. You're gonna waste somebody's time for 6 months
yeah,
and not give them a definitive answer. 2 months is completely fine to say whether you want to keep like 2 months is for sure a good cutoff to be, yeah, are we fully in or are we fully out? I
yeah.
can't keep playing this more than 2 months.
And that's normal for any like starting relationship, but especially the fact that they work together,
Yes,
they're in the same friend group, they're hanging around each other a lot more than an average like first starting off dating couple would be. You should definitely know by 2 months, Chris, if you're wanting to stop sleeping with other girls for her or not. And you're
for
clearly not.
sure.
So
You
just
can't
admit
decide
that.
what is 6 months going to do versus two.
Exactly.
Like I
And
get
that's,
three, but six, that's a long time to be in a limbo stage with somebody.
oh, for sure. That's where I gain respect for Shane because Shane will tell people, hey, I'm not monogamous, I'm sleeping with other people. And then also when he like had doubts about Angelica the first time, he just was like, okay,
Hmm.
let's call it, which like maybe he should have given it 2 seconds, but honestly, I think in that moment he really was out of the headspace of wanting to be with her
I feel like I
and
need
owned
to
up to
clip
it.
all of your videos together, you talking about Shane, because you're very like one episode you're like down with Shane, and episode you're like, I don't know, I see it.
I like to see some growth in a person.
Hmm.
And obviously, beginning seasons, we weren't seeing growth, but out of everybody on the show, Shane is up there in growth.
For sure. Him and
So
Angelica have really grown. I
yeah,
think.
it's actually really like in reality TV, especially season one of your show. I would say
Hmm.
pretty impressive.
Agree. That's all I got for Vanderpump. What are you looking at?
Oh, I heard a noise. Same. I think it's okay. Hopefully nobody's at my window.
At least I'll be on Zoom.
True. You
So
can
I
even end
could.
the podcast.
You're the third dipshit. Should we get to our picky dicky?
Yeah, but I thought I had something else. Oh,
Oh.
one thing I did start watching House of Villains.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched it yet. Should I watch it though?
Yeah, I should have told you, but it's only
Can you
the
tell me
first.
what the premise of House of Villains is? Because I've never seen it.
Yes, I didn't know, but Tom Sandoval's on it, and
Yes, I
that
do know that.
looped me in. And Christine from Selling Sunsets is on it, and Johnny from Love Island is on it. So I saw them, and I was like, okay, I need a new show to watch anyway. I'm gonna get looped in. Was it looped in? Roped into this situation.
Roped on in.
I don't fully understand the premise yet. Basically, all these villains are put in a house together, and it just seems like there's constantly challenges, and there's always a what's it called? I forget what it's called, but it's kind of like the leaders of all the villains. Like, and it switches out per challenge winner, kind of. And the
Okay.
leader of the villains will have like different, I don't know, benefits or like passes or
Mm-hmm.
people they can choose or things like that, kind of. I don't really know how to explain it, but they're all in this
Okay.
house together, living together. So either way, it's just all these like villainous past characters in a house together, mingling and then also doing challenges.
Okay.
But Tom Sandoval's on it, so I did watch
Are
it
they
for.
are they trying to get money?
Yes. Oh yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
There's money. It's kind of like Traitors without the round table and
Oh,
turret.
okay. Gotcha.
Like the challenges and but the challenges are kind of villain based of being like I don't really know how to.
I'll watch it this week.
Yeah, I'm not really great at explaining this, but I will say it opened up with a dance number.
Oh,
All
with
of
Tom
these
Sandoval?
yes, all of these people had to do a dance number as the opening scene, and it was
Hmm.
crazy. I was like, is this a humiliation ritual because they deserve it, or what is this? It was very much like Love Island USA vibes. Pretty
Hmm.
funny. Oh yeah, I will say as well, Tom's outfits throughout the whole thing, keep an eye, especially his office outfit.
Okay.
Love it. So
Interesting.
good. So if there's one thing Tom has my respect for, it's his fashion sense. I will say
Yes,
that.
and he commits to the bit.
Yes. And does he always have a great outfit? No, but
No.
fashion is subjective. It's a great outfit to him, and he
Mm-hmm.
puts 110% into it. And
Yep.
I completely am like that as well. There was one challenge. Oh, I think it was the office challenge he goes into, and people are like, "Oh, how are you feeling? Like, are you ready for this?" And he was like, "Well, I really love my outfit today, so I'm feeling like super confident or
That's
whatever."
exactly. I feel like that's you and me.
Yeah, like our whole day is going to depend on what we're wearing. And like
Absolutely.
Tom is that way as well. Then there was one guy, this is just a quote that I have to put out there just for you to kind of get the vibes.
Okay.
There's a guy named Paul, and at one point, I don't know, they had to eat something in a challenge. And Paul, without even, nobody's asking him, Paul just speaks up and goes, I'll eat cake, I'll eat ass, I'll eat all of it. And then, and then Christine goes, it's just the cake.
Okay, I definitely
It's
have to watch
so
it.
funny. And Christine is so
I
good in
actually
it.
loved Christine.
Yeah, and it's not really a spoiler because like I don't even still know what's happening with the whole thing, but I guess her and Johnny from Love Island, Johnny was, with
Sally
Sally, yeah.
and
Um,
Andrina.
yes. And I don't like Johnny. That's part of the reason I
Oh
wanted to
yeah.
watch it because I want to see this man go down.
Roll it back to our
Yeah.
episode where we were shitting talking him.
So far, I really want Christine to win. I don't really know how the whole winning situation works on it or anything, but I want Christine to win. Um, but her and Johnny met at a bar and like kind of flirted it up and then never like followed through with it. So there's like weird like tension between them and like flirting. And it's
Oh,
so interesting because it's not a dating show. So it's like nobody else is doing this, but it's just
but that
those
seems
two.
like another like level
I
layer.
know.
That's what I meant layer on top of
Yeah.
it.
I love like watching what's gonna happen with them. So
Fun. I'm
it's
definitely
honestly
gonna watch
pretty
it.
good. Like
We'll
I'm
add it to our talk next week.
yeah. Yeah.
Fun.
It's a good
Cool. Let
time.
me get some water. Look at my new sticker I bought. It says, "Hop in, losers. We're going insane." And it's teddy bears.
Cute.
I know, isn't it cute?
They really are going insane.
I know. I feel like that's like my life.
Yeah.
Okay, should we do our pick a dicker?
Picky dicky. Picky dicky. Picky picky dicky. Picky dicky.
You are an astronaut and you're going up to space, baby.
Woo!
Who are your two other astronauts? Now, mind you, you're going to be in this spaceship with them for a long time. Actually, let's make it even crazier. You have two astronauts that are with, but you guys, your spaceship gets taken by aliens, and now you're on a alien hovercraft. Who do you survive this alien abduction with? You got to get out of this alien abduction with two reality stars.
Oh no. This is a really tricky one because yeah, there's not too many people in reality that I want to spend like long periods of time with.
Yeah, and this is long, like you're spending long periods of time with, like a few months, and then you get abducted aliens. So
That's
it's
my
like you got
thing.
to
It's
have
like
ones that you're staying with, but that also help you out of it.
exactly the ones that I'm like I think we'd vibe for a long period of time with. I don't think put together we could defend ourselves against aliens. Like
Hmm.
I would say like me, Paige and Sierra would be so fun. But do I mean maybe the three of us could defend ourselves against aliens, but I don't know. It could be a little touch and go.
For
But
sure.
I guess I'm gonna say Sierra and Paige, and that's right. I think I'm taking your answer for Sierra for the first time ever in history.
Because I always pick Sierra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't know if you, Sierra, and Paige will get out of it, but I could see it.
Oh,
I think you guys are very smart. You'd really brainstorm a lot. If there was combat, would you guys like really take down these aliens?
I would.
I think you would too. I actually, yeah, I did see when you went to a shooting range and your where you aimed. You were pretty good. So
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
needed to,
I feel like we could. I feel like we would gather in a circle, the three of us, and then we would
mm.
all chant the men's names that we can't stand. And then the our fuel for like all these annoying men that we all have experienced in our lives will just chant their name. Austin Kroll, Austin Kroll, Austin Kroll, Craig Conover, Craig Conover, Craig Conover. And then our strength will grow around us. And then we'll be like, we'll jump up. Boom! The three of us jump down on the floor all together and it explodes the alien ship.
I think that would, yeah, that would for sure, you guys would get out of it.
And then our dislike for men would really come in handy. Save our
I
lives,
mean,
some would
when
say.
does it come in handy? When does it not?
Exactly.
You know?
I'm never upset that I don't like men.
I would pick, well, yeah, you took the 1 week. You take Sierra from me. Just
Sorry,
kidding.
girl. I have to get those aliens.
I'm gonna say Shep. I feel like we'd really vibe for a few months, but I also weirdly feel like maybe he's read a lot of alien books. Like he just seems like his
You know what books I think he might have read?
what? Blue
Uh,
Ice Planet Barbarians?
yeah,
Me too.
Lauren's
Me too,
favorite.
Shep. Me too, Shep. I've also read them, so we would know certain things how to get out of it. But
Do you want to explain really quick, just summarize what those books are about?
okay, honestly, I don't really know. They're like not, I'm not going to say they're great books, but yeah, was there a time during COVID where I ate those books up? Yeah, I did. And they're just about alien abductions and they fall in love with these aliens. And there's just a lot of sexy scenes with, let's just say there's spurs. We don't know what that means. Yeah, anyway, I haven't read those in years, but yes, during COVID, did I read a lot of them? Yes, I did. What else was there to do during COVID?
No
Learn how
need to
to
get defensive over it. Nobody is judging you. We're all accepting it. We're just saying that you and Shep have probably read the same books.
I learned how to juggle and I read Blue Ice Planet Barbarians, you know? Okay?
I don't think you can juggle.
I learned how to juggle for about 4 seconds.
Oh, I just threw balls in the air.
I tried. I all didn't learn all of my countries in the world.
She did do that, and she'll be happy to tell you that any time of the day. She sees anything involving a map, she's gonna let it be known. She knows all the countries.
Yeah, I don't know my planets in order, but I do know all my countries. You know all the planets in order?
I feel like I could get that. Like,
Oh,
definitely. I mean, that's only what, like nine things to memorize?
yeah, but I never got it.
Mercury.
Venus.
I don't think so.
Isn't it my very, anyway, we'll get,
My very fat ass.
what's the F?
I don't
Pluto.
know.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, Shep and except when you're an astronaut, Yeah, you have your own toilet. Like you don't have to poop in front of people, right? No, you have like a little room that
I
you
would
go
hope
to.
so. That seems like an HR violation. That does not seem right.
Because then I don't want anybody there. I want to be party of one. Sorry, I just had to think about
Well,
who I'd poop in front of.
now I'm like very stuck on what astronauts do to go to the bathroom.
Well, I know they kind of like seatbelt themselves in, don't they? And there's like a kind of suctiony thing
Yeah, it suctions and it's like that seems dangerous.
because otherwise their poop would float.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't want to say because I don't really know. All we have is aliens poop just floating all up around there.
Oh my God. You're gonna get eye infection. You're gonna get pink eye.
Yeah, they abduct you and you're like, oh my God.
Eh.
Okay, so it's Shep, and I think my next one is Lisa.
Lisa Vanderpump?
No, Lisa Rena,
Oh, yeah, yeah. That one makes sense.
because she'd be hilarious, and I actually really do think she would know how to defeat aliens.
Oh yeah. I feel like she could defeat anything she ever wanted to.
What can't
Besides
she
Rob
do?
Roush. Win Traitors. Burn, Lisa.
Next time, I hope there's a Traitors All Stars and she's on.
Me too. Shep would definitely have all of his teeth necklaces on him because if he went
Oh,
to
for sure.
space, he's not leaving those at his house. He's gonna gather every tooth necklace that he owns, put them all around his neck under his spacesuit. So that when you guys fight aliens, he's gonna throw them at you guys, say, catch these! And then you guys are gonna slice the aliens' throats with these little shark teeth.
Oh, 100%. But then when he sees an alien, he goes, "Can I have one of your teeth to put around a necklace?"
Yep, I was gonna say, do you have a spur?
No,
I'm
because of
stuck
blue
on
eyes.
that book.
I'm sweating for some reason. Today I went to bar and I realized as I was literally about to start my workout, I go, oh my God, I forgot to put on deodorant this morning. And you know what that does? It makes you sweat more because now I'm anxious and working out.
So true.
So I did get a little stinky.
I haven't been able to find my deodorant for the past 4 days. I'm putting on a backup, but it doesn't
Oh,
work.
good. So you have deodorant.
Yeah, but that deodorant doesn't work.
Oh, no.
I'm going to continue looking for it, but I don't know where it is.
Oh, no. What's your picky dicky?
My picky dicky is if you had to do a deodorant commercial, and we don't necessarily know if the deodorant works or not, but part of the commercial is you're on it with a reality TV show star, male, because it's very much. Do you remember the New Girl episode? The sponge,
Mm-hmm.
sponge,
Oh, it's like
sponge,
that where it's like
and
deodorant.
yes.
Smells luscious. Okay.
Exactly. You're in a shower scene with a man. The scene, I'm going to give you the whole premise of the commercial. Reality TV star man
Okay.
gets out of the shower, freshly out. He shakes his hair around, wraps a towel around his waist, goes out to the vanity of the bathroom. Oh, look who it is, my beautiful lady partner in this scene with me.
That's me.
Then, yeah, that's you.
Okay.
Then he gives you a little smirk. Then he wipes the mirror with his hands to see your
Okay.
guys' reflection.
Oh, us together in there.
Yes. Then he smirks at you again, grabs the deodorant off his vanity. A close-up shot of the deodorant. We see his hand grabs it. He rubs it on his armpit. He lifts his armpit up, smirks at you, and you have to smell smell his armpit. Who is that reality TV star?
Oh, 100% Andrea.
Oh my God, that's such a good one. I would sniff that man's armpit, deodorant, no deodorant, anytime. That
Like,
man is
he'd be
hot.
20 days without having deodorant on and no shower.
Literally. I don't care. He is so good looking.
That was also cinematic gold right there.
Thank you. I see it all up here.
Yeah.
Any deodorant brands need a little
I feel like next
commercial?
Super Bowl we're gonna see a commercial like that, and you're
That
like,
would be
that
crazy.
was me.
It's like Jax Taylor, but it's not. I keep picturing old Jax Taylor, but that's not who I would ever want it to be because I'm
Okay.
pretty sure he's stinky and he's weird and he's gross.
Yeah, yeah. But he likes stinky feet, so.
This is true. He's like, you smirk at him, you lift your foot up. He's like,
That's what-
it's like a foot cream commercial. You're like, wait, I thought this was a deodorant
Wait, wasn't
commercial.
this deodorant?
That's funny. It's actually Jack's like, it's actually a commercial for me. It's just my commercial. It's like Jax Taylor.
Foot cream.
He should have his own foot cream, honestly.
He really
That's the
should.
one thing I think he could maybe do well. Andrea is such a good like the
You can't
most
choose it.
ideal.
You took Sierra from me. I'm gonna take Andrea from you.
Oh, I'm trying to think of any other attractive reality TV men that like don't piss me off. That's tricky. Honestly, I think I would just say Shep.
Yeah.
Like, can we make it early seasons Southern Charm
Yeah,
Shep
that's
without
okay.
his asshole behavior?
Yeah, we can do that.
But he's a silly boy. He
Yeah.
makes me giggle, so.
I thought you were gonna pick like Tommy Fury or something.
Oh my God. Can I take back my answer? I I forget Love Island's part of this. Definitely Tommy Fury.
Okay.
Huge crush. Huge crush. Happy for him and Molly. Oh my God. Easy answer. I need to start keeping him in. For some reason, when we do Picky Dickies, I only have like a certain amount of reality TV stars that I can think
Yeah.
of, and he's never on the list, but now I'm putting him up there
You know, you
because,
can take one from your childhood too. You can take Hills.
oh my gosh.
You can, I mean, not for this one, but you can do Dance Moms. You can do Project Runway. You can do any reality show, girl.
Wow.
America's
A
Next Top
whole new
Model, all
world.
that stuff.
Wow, I've been answering all these questions with a limited amount of people in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm opening up.
Wide open spaces, baby.
We can't sing it because what if we got copyrighted with
Because we sound exactly like them. Okay. Well, that's all I got. I'm gonna go have some popcorn with some hot sauce on it. I'll be back my bladder, but
Did anybody ask?
no.
Just kidding. I'm very curious. What hot sauce do you use? What popcorn do you use?
Oh, this movie popcorn. I don't know which brand.
Orville Redenbacher?
I think so. And then I just use the Valentina hot sauce on it.
Hmm.
Give a little shaky shake. Mm. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.